It is my personal busiest week of the summer, which is good for business, but makes a tired mama, but it's all good. Hope you guys are well. I actually got better about asking you guys what you would like to talk about, and some of you responded, and I really appreciate that. Just clicking what intrigues you, and I honestly was surprised at what you guys wanted to talk about based on the poll. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. But I have some good things, so stick around because there's some good nuggets of information. Are Facebook Lives worth it? Are they good for your business? Should you be doing them? Logically, obviously, I'm doing a Facebook Live. It's in a private group. It's a little bit more niche. It's a little bit more my people, right? But on your business page, should you be doing them? The answer is yes, you should be. Okay, so let me go through some stats, just a couple that I found real quickly. 91% of business owners do Facebook Lives. All right, so they do Facebook Lives. 91% of them do them. Facebook viewers watch Facebook Lives 3 times longer than if they're uploaded. Now, if you're like me, is anybody like me where they watch a Facebook Live and they're like, oh, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to know they're here. And then, you skip on forward and then maybe you come back to see if they're still talking live. That's the way I am. Unless it's somebody that I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to hear what they say. But it's funny because the name pops up. We see your name pop up and then we know you're there, or at least you popped in for a second. But people do watch the live, and it is fun. It's this energy. If people come on live and you see them in the moment, there is just this fun energy. And then coincidentally, people engage more because your name pops up when you're watching a Facebook Live. They can say, hey, Susie, how are you? And then it creates that engagement. They comment, and then you're asking questions. You're asking them to ask you questions during the Facebook Live. So that creates more engagement, which then gets the feed up higher in the Facebook algorithm. So Facebook's Lives are really great that way. How long should your Facebook Live be? This one surprised me, okay? Because I do not like watching long videos. I can't handle it. But they said between 15 and 20 minutes, and that seems like a long video to me. All right, the sweet spot I have heard on a podcast was 18 minutes, okay? I personally don't like to watch something longer than like 5, okay? So, but if you think about it, if you're only on for 5 minutes, people are checking in and whatever, and you only get that 5-minute window to get people, where if you have like 15 minutes, and statistically it's the crazy how many people check their Facebook or social media, once an hour or whatever. So it's really, you're expanding how many people you can reach, right? So, and then another one, and this is kind of like a duh moment, the quality of the video, 90% say it's a factor. And I just want to say, well, that's common sense. Well, yes, there's the lighting and the sound, and if the camera's still or not. Like, I don't want to watch a bad video unless it's like Celine Dion singing to somebody in their house, okay? Something crazy like that, or America's Funniest Home Videos where you don't mind if it's funny because you're going to be laughing so hard, right? But if it's something like this, you want to make sure you can be heard, seen well, good lighting, and all that stuff. But with all those statistics, 91% do them. Facebook viewers watching live, they watch 3 times longer. You get 10 times more engagement. With all of that, it comes down not only to the quality of the aesthetics here, but also what you're giving them. Okay? And that's what I want to talk about, is the quality of the video that you're giving. Okay? You guys, we are all busy. Okay? Most everybody in this group is a business owner to some extent, maybe part-time or full-time. And you are maxed out, so you don't want to be wasting your time, right? So you want to watch something that you're going to get out of. And that is so what I want to give you in these little chats, is something that you can take and go and do right now. So I recently was with a client business owner, and she's like, I hate doing Facebook Lives. I suck at them. I don't feel natural. I'm not good at it, but I know I need to do them for my business. And I told her, how about you outsource it? So, not knowing that we are the brand, right? People are buying us, but you don't have to be the one doing the Facebook Live. Let's say you're an amazing yoga instructor. You are so good and you have a yoga studio. But, you know, for you to like teach or get in front of the camera and give a tour of the studio or tell like, okay, we're at the studio here, and it just isn't natural. So why don't you have somebody that, you know, you could have a friend or your network. In my blog, I talked about your network and they are your net worth. Have somebody in your network, a friend or something, and say, hey, I'll buy you a coffee. If you can come in and I need you to do like a 15-minute Facebook Live, what I would like you to do is come into the studio like you are a guest or like you are, and then walk into the studio and show everybody how the lobby is, and then quietly come into the back of class and just observe class via Facebook Live. Hey Jessica, hey Nicole, how are you? And then so they're in the class, and then you can sneak out of class and then turn the camera back onto this person who is comfortable in front of the camera, and they can say, you guys, isn't Susie so good? She is such a great teacher and her classes are packed and she teaches this day and this day. But you know what? She has a lot of other classes, so if that time doesn't work, she's got a full schedule. Check the website out here. So now you've given your business a Facebook Live without you being talking, you know, if that's not your thing, but you're being featured. Your work is being featured. Okay. Another example is a photographer. I see a lot of times photographers come in and say, I'm so excited for this session. I have my stuff set up. I have props. I have the lighting all set up. And I'm so excited for my next client. They're going to be blah, blah. That is awesome. Those are great to do, right? And it's always fun to see the inside of what your business looks like. But what if you had that person come in? Maybe it's your assistant. Maybe you have an assistant who helps carry props and stuff. Catch you in the moment of doing your photo shoot and seeing how you handle that crying 2-year-old and get a great picture. And they can show how you work. They can show the people. They can scan back to how you work. That 2-year-old starts crying and we get to see you in action. And then maybe she pans around and sees a setting or whatever of what you're doing. And now we get to see you in action without you being in front of the camera face like this. We get to see you working and see you do your magic. So maybe there's a way that you can be doing Facebook Lives without like this. Okay, straight on. Another example, coming back to the quality of your video. And this is something I'm going to think about, how can I do better with mine? Sometimes we think we don't have anything, like what we do, everybody knows about. Everybody knows. For example, for the dance studio, every one of my competitors has a sprung floor. Okay, that's kind of a dance studio needs a sprung floor. That's just what we have, right? But our clients may not know that. Okay, and it's not like we need to say, make sure you're dancing on a sprung floor. But you could say, you know, here at the Dancing House, we really take care of our teachers and value our staff and want our staff to last a long time. And we want to make sure students are getting the best possible place to dance and learn. And what that happens with a sprung floor. And a sprung floor, this is what it does, and it protects the feet and the joints. And this also is such a gift for our staff because then they can teach and they're not going home crumpled up in a ball. And those of you that have taught on harder floors, you know as you get older, the next day you can't move. So you could say something like that and educate and teach. And it's nothing, in the dance community, everybody has a sprung floor. We know this. But our clients are seeing this and going, maybe I should consider the Dancing House. They have a sprung floor. Okay? Another thing, another example, same thing with a photographer. Maybe you're a photographer, and I'm just going to say those lighting things that have the metallic thing, they're meant to do something like reflect the light off, so you know look lighter and the wrinkles go away or something. I don't know. But maybe you educate your audience on this is why I like this to help make the lighting look natural when we can't be outside. I have no idea what I'm saying right now as far as lighting photographers, but or maybe you say that I really, if when I can't get outside and do natural lighting because that's ideal, I have these things to help us make, you know, and then you just educate us so that way when people think of a photographer, they think, huh, I really want to work with Susie because she really has the best in lighting. Even though every photographer has that, right? So ways to educate and create great content that people go, okay, and then you become top of mind for them, okay? So think about that when you're doing Facebook Lives. It doesn't always have to just be you. I mean, of course that would be, I don't know if it's, I say ideal, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's better if you're not on it and you're sharing, okay? And you know, doing it creatively, like I said, like if I was teaching a class and somebody else videoing me, you know, without me talking. So take that food for thought. I think I'm going to try to be better about educating my audience on what makes my studio different. So that's my takeaway this week for my business. Let me know your takeaway. Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll be back next week with a new topic. If you didn't catch the blog this week, it's super short, super sweet. Your network is your net worth. That is so true. You have money right in your circle, guys. Okay, go get it. Go crush your day. Peace. Bye-bye.